Bees are big business, and we're not just talking pollination and crops. And Sherry, you've been looking into the business of bees.
Indeed, Jim. Listen, it really doesn't get any better than this. I mean, take a look at that. Local Alabama honey made right here in our state. It's really good, but the problem with that, I'm just going to drop that there. The problem is when those bees get into your house, then that yummy goodness kind of turns into a yucky mess. It's a booming time of year for bee removers this year. We talked to one who questioned whether those backyard hives are needed or whether they're a nuisance.
Oh, the life of bees. Busy working to protect their queen day in, day out. It's important work. Just ask beekeeper Jack Peterson, who took a little time to show us his urban hives.
I've had hives here for, I don't know, 25, 30 years.
But these are brand new hives, Peterson showed us.
I have had the same hives here, gosh, that I caught as swarms and held for maybe 15 years and lost them over the winter.
When you say lost them, what happened?
I think it was just a combination of them being very old hives, and when they swarmed, the hives were so weak that the rest of the bees left.
So where do they go? Are these the type of bees when they swarm out, they've taken up residence someplace else?
They leave and find a new home, hopefully in the woods, sometimes in people's houses.
This is the part where the bee's life intersects with human life.
Been messing with bees all my life.
And sometimes the outcome is not so good.
There was bees that was attacking people and dogs on the whole block, and so I had to get them out of an old house.
Bee remover Terry Grammer told us he had a nasty incident in Mulga.
They was actually killing the dogs, so they couldn't even cut their grass, and they was stinging them pretty bad. And I actually got them out, and then some that was still there was still trying to go after people. Oh, they was glad they was gone.
We caught up with Grammer at a home in Vestavia Hills.
Bees was in the top floor in the ceiling.
How often are you coming to the Vestavia Hills area to deal with bees?
Pretty good bit. Usually once a week, twice a week. It's probably people that's got hives around here. They're not maintaining them like they should, and they're swarming off of them, and then they're getting in people's houses.
Grammer, who is a beekeeper himself, says it really is a nuisance when bees get into people's houses. When you have this many bees where they are not supposed to be, then really...
Nuisance part, it's just really like seeing them in areas like this, where they get into people's houses or trees, and then they swarm off 3 or 4 times a year.
Don't tell beekeeper Jack Peterson it's an annoyance. For him, it's about promoting beekeeping.
Well, I don't know about the annoyance part. I can't understand that.
The annoying part, I mean, is when they get into somebody's house and you're not the person who wanted the bees. Or
They'll take up residence in somebody's walls, and then when they seek a place to leave, sometimes that's inside instead of outside.
And even Jack, who loves bees, had to concede that.
When bees get in walls, somebody will try and treat it with bug spray, and when you kill the bees in the walls, the wax comb starts collapsing, and you get honey dripping down out of light fixtures.
Best advice? Call a beekeeper.
The people that come out save the bees and rehive them.
Even one who has, on occasion, lost his bees might be willing to come to remove them from your home.
now, if you're someone who's interested in learning about bees, perhaps you want to have a hive in your backyard. Right now, go to our website, WIAT.com. You can learn about monthly beekeeping meetings, including a place that will maintain your backyard hives for you if they are located in a good place.
Now, we see those bees inside that home there. Do we know where those bees came from?
Let me just confess here. I know that house very well. I own that house.
You own that house.
And so I've had this issue with the bees. And so we were getting the bees out, and I thought, man, I wonder if the bees came from around here. You don't know where the bees came from. I mean, they don't have little tags on them or anything like that. But it's best if you do get bees in your house, get a professional to remove them, because they will repopulate. I like bees. I'm like Jack. I love the bees.
Yeah, the honey
not in the house.
The honey's great. Always good right there.